Welcome to our 15 minutes tax savvy small business life. I'm Natalia with Custom Accounting. If your income is bumpy and taxes make you tense, you are in the right place. Today we are putting quarterly estimates on autopilot so your cash stays steady and penalties stay away. And you can breathe easier. I hear the same worries all the time. I never know what to send. I'm scared I'll be short. And I paid a big estimate early and now my cash is tight. Nothing wrong with all of this. You're just trying to match a rigid tax calendar to a business that breathes. Let's trade the guessing for a tiny rhythm that adjusts with you. No late night spreadsheets, I promise. So here is the plan in plain English. We quietly move tax money aside as you earn. We send one small predictable payment each month to the IRS to keep satisfied. And when you have a spike, we add a quick top up. 3 moves, which will keep things calm and simple. Every Friday, take a slice of the week's deposits and park it in a separate, let's call it tax vault account. If you file on your personal return, sole proprietor or LLC, start around 15 to 25% of gross sales. If you're an S Corp owner, skim from distribution. We will talk payroll in a moment. When tax money lives somewhere else, you stop spending it by accident. Slow week, smaller scheme. Big week, bigger scheme. The habit flexes with you. Next, set a steady auto pay so you are penalty proof even if the year gets weird. Use Safe Harbor. Pay in 100% of last year's total tax or 110% if your AGI of last year was over $150,000. Divide that amount by 12 and make it monthly instead of those chunky quarterly. If last year's total tax was, let's say, $48,000, that means you will pay $4,000 per month for upcoming year estimate. Make it responsive with 2 gentle triggers. First, the vault threshold. When your tax vault exceeds roughly 1.25 of the next 2 months of baseline, skim off the excess and send it as an extra estimate. Second, the profit spike. If a month margin jumps 8 to 10 points above normal, send another 5-10% of that month's gross up as a top up. Seasonal, if you are totally seasonal, ask about the annualized method. It's on Form 2210 Schedule AI from your professional that you're currently working with, the CPA. So your early payments match when you actually scope owners. You have a bonus lever, payroll withholdings. If you're behind late in the year, increase withholdings on your paychecks. It's treated as if paid evenly all year, which helps with penalty. Even if you pay, let's say in December, if you increase your withholding by a lot, let's say second half of December, it still would be treated as if it was paid throughout the year evenly. Keep the Friday scheme on distributions as well, just like we discussed for LLC. So sole proprietors, LLCs, tax on your personal return, run the Friday scheme, monthly baseline, like we just had an example, $48,000 paid last year, divide by 12, each month 4,000, and occasional top ups for extra revenue for bumpy months. And you will have exactly the same calm and great outcome to avoid any underpayment penalties. So for this week, pick a Skim percentage you can live with. Somewhere between 15 to 20% is a great opening move, and schedule that Friday transfer to your tax vault account. Look up last year's total tax, divide by 12, and set the monthly autopay. Add the two triggers that we just discussed so you know exactly when to send a top up. A photography client at $500,000 in revenue, super seasonal, 25%, it's example of one of our clients, 20% Friday Skim, and 3,500 monthly baseline. Two blockbuster months pushed the wall past our comfort line by $7,000, so we sent two 3,500 top ups. April arrived, no panic, no penalty letter, cash stayed smooth. That's the goal. So you might be thinking, okay, what percentage should I skim? Start at about 15 to 20% and check it each quarter. If the vault keeps getting chubby, we dial it down. If it's skinny, we nudge it up. Another thought, can I pay monthly instead of quarterly? Absolutely. Monthly is totally fine as long as your totals line up with the standard due dates. Smaller bites, less drama. And what if cash is tight this month? Keep the baseline if you can and skip the extra top up. And let your next strong month catch up. If you're already behind, and if you score, bump withholding on your next payroll. Again, it's treated as if paid evenly throughout the whole year. So that will help you to avoid underpayment penalties. If you're not an S corporation, we will send a targeted top up from the vault. So you've got options. Comment autopilot, and I will send you the checklist and mini worksheet, even if you're watching this on replay. If you want us to dial this in for your specific numbers, book a meeting at a link that we shared. It's shared right now. We will map your scheme, safe harbor baseline, and triggers all. And that's it for today's 15 minutes live. Skim weekly, pay monthly, top up on spikes. And again, I'm Natalia with Custom Accounting. Thanks for being here, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.